today I'm going to show you how to make a vegetarian enchilada, and it's a really easy recipe. It's just assembly, no real technical skills. You just have to have the ingredients ready. So make sure you put this in your shopping list. For the filling, I used the one chopped onion, 1.5 chopped tomato. I have some garlic here, and I will be using this beefless ground beef, which is actually something we get at Trader Joe's, and I really love it. And if you need more volume, let's say you're making like maybe 16 or 20 enchiladas, you may want to add these refried beans as well as another component, but today I'm not going to use it, but I'm showing it to you. It's another option you can add. So I'm going to put a little oil in my pan, just get that hot, and I'm going to add my garlic. I'm going to add the onions. You can hear the really nice sizzle, and then I'm just going to let that hang out, and I'll saute that a little bit. Okay, now as you can see, the onions are nicely caramelized and pretty brown. I'm going to add the tomatoes at this point. And then you'll hear the nice sizzle. And I'll just let the tomatoes now saute, and at this point I'm going to add some of this taco seasoning, just a generous amount. And I also have other spices and seasonings. They're totally optional, like I have this smoked paprika, garlic, chili and chive, so I'm just going to use it for some added flavor. And I usually never measure anything. I just eyeball it, and there it goes. And I'll let this saute for maybe 1 more minute. Okay, as you can see, this is really looking really well done. It's all coming together. It's got that nice glossy look. So it's pretty much done, and at this point I'm going to add the beefless beef. So it's basically a vegan version of like a ground meat, and I'm going to get that in. And I think it might be a little bit less on the seasoning, so I'm going to add a little bit more taco seasoning at this point. And I will add salt, just depending on the taste, and I'll let this cook for another 2 to 3 minutes till it's done. Okay, now as you can see, this has been cooking for a few minutes. I'm also going to add, and I'm sorry I forgot to mention this in the ingredient list, but I'm also going to add about a tablespoon of tomato paste. The reason I like to add this, it gives a nice sweetness to this the entire filling. So I think maybe I could go a little bit more, so it's more like 1.5, and I've added that. And again, I'll stir that in, and again let that sit for just a few more minutes till it's done. While the filling is getting done, I'm just going to show you how to prepare a pan. So as you can see, I have a pretty big pan because I will be making about 14 enchiladas. So I'll start with putting the sauce and some olive oil at the base so that the enchiladas don't stick. So I'm out of this sauce. I'll open that one and I'll drizzle some more, but that's how you create the base. And then I'll show you, or I'll tell you how to make the pico de gallo. It is just some chopped onions, about half a chopped onion, about 2 tomatoes, some cilantro, and some jalapenos or green chilies, lemon juice, and salt. That's it. Just toss it together and your pico de gallo is ready. And this will be used as a topping for the enchilada. Okay, so now I have my tortillas, and I will not start rolling them because they're very brittle. So I first need to warm them. So that's a very important step. So I just put them on a hot griddle just for a few seconds. And sometimes I like to cover it so that the steam makes it really soft and pliable, so you can roll them up. So as you can see, I have my prepared dish with some oil and some of the enchilada sauce at the base. I have my warmed up tortilla, and I'm going to take this filling. It's really easy. I'm just going to take a little bit, put it here, take my cheese here, take just a little bit, and then roll it up. And make sure you make it a tight roll. Tuck everything in, and that's your first roll. And with the seam side down, you just layer it inside your dish. That's the first one. Okay, as you can see, I have all of them lined up and ready to go. So I'm just going to drizzle the sauce, and you just kind of go. You'll use mostly all of your sauce. Some people like it more saucy, so you can use the entire bottle. I don't use the entire bottle. I just leave a little bit. Maybe I use 3/4 of the way there. And it's all covered with sauce. And just move it around a little bit. I'm going to put the cheese just enough cheese that it browns up nicely on top and looks nice and bubbly. And then I have my oven going at 325 degrees. It's actually ready to go. It's already preheated and this is ready to go in the oven right now. Okay, I have taken this out of the oven now. As you can see, it's nice and bubbly, and I'm just going to add some of this pico de gallo, drizzle it on top, and that is ready to be served. See how beautiful that looks.